I'm Faith Christie. Who am I here with, guys?
I'm Cameron Hathaway.
I'm Don Grino.
Okay, and today we're going to be talking about Greek life at SUNY Cortland, specifically Alpha Sigma Phi. I'm here with two founding members. Cam, when did you first join the frat?
We had talks about it my freshman year. It was the first semester in the fall, and we officially started that spring, probably about halfway through, I'd say.
Spring, halfway through spring, I think we started. And
It was your sophomore
it was
year.
my sophomore year, yeah. Freshman year.
Didn't you guys start because someone posted on Yik Yak, like, yo, who wants to start a fraternity? Tell me a little bit about that.
So it was I'm pretty sure it was Kai that posted it, and Colin responded.
Yeah.
So our first president posted as a joke on Yik Yak, hey, who wants to start a new fraternity? Greek life at Cortland sucks. And my friend, originally, everyone's friend now, Colin, actually responded yeah, let's do it.
It was definitely everyone thought it was a joke, and then we started the fraternity, and now it's serious.
Yeah, because it did start as a joke. And we actually did it.
Yeah. What made you guys want to start a fraternity at SUNY Cortland? Was it just because of the joke, Greek life has a great reputation here, or was it just what was the reasoning behind it?
Well, Colin bugged me for 3 weeks about joining with him, and I was I don't know, fraternities seem kind of dumb. But then the way he put it to me is to kind of just he's right, they suck at Cortland, so let's do it better. So I was yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Phil pitched me on joining it, so he was you showed it's a great group of guys, and I was all right. So I showed up to a meeting, and I felt right in immediately, and then I convinced Kyle to join. So.
Yeah. How does your fraternity differ than the other ones at SUNY Cortland? Obviously, there's only one other one recognized, but we all know about the underground ones, let's be honest.
Right, so that is one thing, just being recognized, that separates us from most of the other groups besides APD, just because we're the only two that are recognized. It definitely, I feel makes me feel better about being a fraternity that we're recognized, because it looks better. It feels better to be a part of that group. But also, we wanted to do it to be different and be better, because the other groups, they're kind of dicks to guys. They have their parties, whatever, but they'll charge crazy amounts and then they'll kick you out right after. We just want to be good people, but also be a fraternity.
We don't want to fill in the next stereotype at the same time. Make everyone better people and still have the recognition to the school. And having the recognition to the school means it's not just a party scene, you actually can use it to help you later on in life. You build so many connections from it.
Yeah, I really do. We've met a bunch of people. Even just our national organization, they could put us in touch with a lot of people.
When we first started it, we immediately got invited to the chapter at Cornell.
Yeah, it was their, I think they had just gotten their new members, right?
Yeah.
And they invited us, because we were brand new. It was the day we started. They invited us to go with them, kind of just to celebrate.
Yeah.
So that was the first day. We made connections with a different chapter, a different college.
We're still in touch with them. And we're also in touch with Bing, the one at Bing.
Yeah.
They're really cool. We're always talking about doing something.
Yeah, going back to what you said about letting guys into your parties, I know from my personal guy friends, you've told me, Cam, it's very hard to do anything if you're not in a fraternity. And obviously having a social life is such a big part of college. And you really do connect with your brothers. My dad still talks. My dad was in Sci-Fi Gamma at Oswego. He still talks to his, all of his best friends are still there. He went to his 50th reunion, I want to say. I think his frat's been around for 50 years. No, it's 100 years, my bad, sorry. It was 100 years of Sci-Fi Gamma, which was really cool to see. And my dad still talks to all of them regularly. Why should members choose to rush your fraternity over the other ones on campus?
To begin with, I think the being new, we were founded, yes, but still joining when we're new, it's still I feel you're building something still, because we're not done. We're still new, so we're building. And it's a good opportunity for people, and I feel we have a great group of guys. Even if you're not like a stereotypical frat guy, which most of us aren't really.
None of us
I mean,
are.
maybe a couple, but like,
I can think of a few.
yeah, there's a couple, but most of us aren't really. We want to be in a fraternity, we didn't really fit the other groups, you know, kind of clique type of thing. We have different groups within our fraternity, but you'll fall into a group. You'll find your people with us, I feel like.
And even with that, like, everyone still like meshes together, and like we all, nobody hates each other,
No.
which is like the best part.
When we have like our brotherhood nights, I feel like those are our most fun times being around. It's just when it's just the guys hanging out.
Yeah, everyone kind of just like, you know, everyone's having fun. Nobody's like saying, oh, do this, do that, and then but it's just like everyone comes together and we all just have a great time.
Yeah. What is one stereotype that you think is untrue about fraternities nationwide? Because I know, well, I am dating a guy in a fraternity, but I wouldn't say you're like your stereotypical frat guy. I was surprised when you told me you were in a fraternity in the first place, honestly. Because frat guys do tend to have a reputation, and it's people think they just join it because of like, oh, the partying, the girls, and things like that. What is one stereotype that you want to say is completely untrue?
I feel like one, especially like that you see on like social media, is that like frat guys are so-called evil. We're not bad people. I feel like you get, like you said, the partying, the girls, they get a bad reputation, but it's not even really who they are. It might be a couple of them per chapter, and it's just a bad look for everyone, but it's really not what being in a fraternity is all about. I mean, it's more about opportunity and finding a group of guys you like to hang out with. It's not the partying, the girls, and all that.
I feel like nobody's really like a dick in a way, but you also gotta remember everyone's young, and so everyone like makes these assumptions. It's college, that's kind of how it goes, and Greek life is very much, as much as people love it, people hate on it, and I think that alone contributes so much to like the stereotypes that it makes it harder for even like the people in Greek life who are good people, which is most of us, are like just fall into that category, and it's really annoying.
Yeah, I know certain fraternities on campus have a reputation of spiking punch and like having certain instances with girls that should not be allowed. I know personally your fraternity is nothing like that, having to been at that house for 8 months now.
That's one thing we've talked about a lot in like our chapter meetings stuff, how we can make people feel safer when they're around us. Because like we don't want people to be like, wow, they're a bunch of creeps. We want them to feel comfortable if they're hanging out with us.
Yeah. It's one of the biggest things that we talk about, and it's been talked about since day one.
That's part of, honestly, going back to the other question, what makes us different, I feel like people do feel safer around us than other fraternities.
And more comfortable.
Yeah, it's just a better environment.
Yeah, for sure. Your group is definitely, I've been to a few different fraternities at campus, like during a party, and you guys definitely are one of the nicer ones that I've had experience at. What is your favorite thing about being a fraternity?
Honestly, mine has to be like just our brotherhood bonding events. I feel like we just all have a great time with those.
We have a great time. Mine's probably DJing.
Do you like being a DJ?
Yeah. I started this semester, and I am very happy I did. It's so much fun.
Yeah, shout out Dom for like helping with the mixing board here, because I don't know what I'm doing. DJ Greeno, as we've seen.
Actually, another moment I would say is just like our formals.
Oh, true. Like, Toronto formal was very fun.
Toronto was a lot of fun. It was obviously more pricey, but I had fun at our Ving formal, and that was pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool that I got to go to one of my favorite cities with my boyfriend and like at this nice deal and get to go with like, I know some of my friends got to come, some of my teammates got to come because you're friends with them, Tom, and it was just really cool to like get to like hang out with them in a giant city.
Yeah, it was a great time, and I said it was expensive. It's a lot of money for a college kid, but if you were to do it not with that big of a group, it would be way more expensive.
It's one of those things where you see the price and you're like, really? But it's 100% worth the money, especially as a college kid. That much money, the amount of money we spend, we had way more fun than we should have.
Oh, for sure.
Oh.
And, like, if you were to book that on your own, we spent like what, $650 per person?
600.
600 per person.
600 total.
Because it counted me, like bringing me
Yeah,
with you,
so
right?
that's like bringing a day 600. But if
Okay.
you were to do it, like book it on your own, it'd probably be thousands.
Yeah.
To go to a different city, to go to
Yeah.
all those places.
Yeah, because we went to a lot of places.
Yeah.
Did being a founding member like influence your choice in joining a fraternity, or would you still think you would have gone through the rushing process if you weren't a founding member?
I feel like I wouldn't have joined one of the other fraternities, but I didn't really want to. Founding this one, I definitely saw it as a great opportunity, and that's part of why I did it. But even with this group, if they had started and I wasn't a founder, I would have considered joining, having just like knowing them.
I wanted to rush a fraternity since I got to college, and I did. I tried. I didn't get in, and it was fine. But I joined this one with the definitely the founding member aspect had more of a influence on me joining, but I still probably would have rushed, even if I wasn't.
Yeah. I was wondering what your guys' take on hazing is, because hazing is obviously a lot of people's influence on whether or not they join Greek life. I know the sororities have it too, but what's your take on that? Should there be hazing? Should there not be hazing?
I mean, the idea of it is to create a bond between the group, and that idea is great. But the hazing part of it and like whatever you do to them, I disagree with. I think it's stupid. There's a lot of better ways to get a group to bond over something than to make them feel like shit for weeks at a time. And like even one of our chapters in, was it Rutgers?
Yeah.
They had an incident that got them kicked off campus, and they're facing legal action because they did some stupid stuff. It's just, you shouldn't be doing that. That's my opinion on it.
There's no reason to trauma bond a group of dudes together just to join a fraternity.
I feel like it's not that hard as a guy to bond. You don't need to do that stuff to them.
Yeah. There's other things you can do that'll put them in just as close as like a friendship together as a group.
Yeah, no, I agree for sure. Because I've heard about like certain hazing incidents on campus, and like I don't think it'd be worth joining to get like put through those things.
No, like I wouldn't want to do any of those things. Like that's definitely a part of being a founder too, is that, you know, you can make sure that doesn't happen and you don't have to go through it.
Yeah, because hazing happens a lot where those members were hazed, so they feel like they have to haze the newer members that come in.
Right, and usually it just, you know, picks up and gets worse and worse over the years. It just spirals.
Yeah, but you guys don't have that cycle.
No, we
Not
don't.
really.
That's part of starting, and we didn't want that to be a thing. That would improve Greek life at Cortland, because everyone has the view that it sucks.
Yeah. Because I definitely think that's why people are hesitant to join Greek life, especially for like sororities too. Like they don't want to go through the whole hazing process because they don't think it's worth it.
Right, I agree with that. Some of them, they say, you know, you can't text guys for 2 weeks, you have to wear leggings, can't wear sweatpants, you know, that type of stuff for the sororities.
Yeah, like they're very strict.
I don't really know much about the sororities.
That's really all I've heard is those things, like you can't text guys for like 2 weeks of their process, and they're not allowed to wear sweatpants.
Yeah, like it's just like rules that they have to like follow for a certain period of time. But
Yeah, I just think it's stupid.
yeah. What is your favorite memories that you guys have with your brothers? Because there's what, like 50 of you now?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Favorite memory, probably either our first night going to Cornell, that's just the founders, you know, smaller group of us, big group at Cornell, or probably our first Big Little. That night was a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely those two. For me, Toronto. Toronto was definitely my favorite of the most recent. That was something like out of the world that I've never like experienced, and that was one of the coolest things I've experienced since being at college.
Yeah, Toronto's a great time. You know, it's a different city, different country. It's you just get to experience a lot of stuff.
Wait, Dom, when you went to Toronto, the Blue Jays game, did Alpha Sigma get recognized, like, at the game on the billboard? I know you mentioned that, like, as a possibility. Did that happen, or no?
No, we did not do that. We didn't set that all up.
I think it cost money to do it, right?
Probably, but also, I think we didn't do it with enough time.
Yeah,
we
true.
do that with
Not enough people went for it to be worth it.
I feel like if we planned it out better for next year, we should definitely do that.
Yeah.
Last question before I'll let you guys talk about whatever. What do you think could be improved for Greek life at SUNY Cortland as a whole?
You know, one thing that there was a rumor of at the beginning of the semester was adding another sorority. And I just thought it'd be interesting.
'Cause there's a lot, right?
There's a couple.
ASA, DeFi, AFI,
Yeah, there's 4.
SDT?
Actually, there's 5.
There's 5 music too.
Oh yeah, so there's
Yeah.
5 recognized sororities and only 2 recognized fraternities.
So that, I was kind of interested when they said that they might make a new one, because, you know, we had just done it, so I was supporting that 100%, but I feel like if more fraternities were to start even, or come back to Cortland, because you can't really have great Greek life with a 5-to-2 ratio.
Yeah,
That's why we don't have an IFC.
because you guys are supposed to have like brother-sister like fraternity, like, right?
Right,
Like,
we don't have
yeah.
we don't have a sister organization. Like,
Yeah,
we
that's what it
nationally
is.
do, but we don't in Cortland.
Because it's ASA nationally,
Yes,
I believe so,
but
yeah.
not like here because there's not a lot of options.
Not really.
But yeah, no, we need like every school with Greek life has IFC and a sorority council, whether it's like IGC or Panhellenic or something. But we don't have enough fraternities on campus to have an IFC, so everyone's just in a big IGC,
Yeah, it's
Greek
just
council.
an inter-Greek council, it's all the sororities and fraternities have someone go and meet, but they're supposed to be fraternal and sororities also, but we
Yeah.
don't have extra groups.
If you go to any other school with Greek life, they have interfraternal council and Panhellenic. We don't have IFC.
And also, like, one thing with a lot of fraternities, you're supposed to be like, you see them get pitted against each other, but I don't really see the point in that. Like, I feel like we should have good relations.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that, like last semester, that you guys would like call the cops on each other,
Yeah, like, I
and it
don't
was
see
just
the
like
point. Why not just
kind of like a
try to be-
fraternity war.
Why not try to be friendly rather than fight each other? There's really no point.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not really.
I don't think we really have.
stay out of it.
Yeah, I feel like we don't have that much of an issue with it. Like, we get along with APD. We have no issue.
Yeah, no, we get along with anyone who we like.
You guys just aren't allowed in each other's like parties, right? That's the rule.
Yeah, and that's something that just makes us
Okay.
across the board.
It's just like a
Can't tell
loyalty
each other's
thing.
parents, can't steal ideas, you know, it's that type of thing.
Okay. But you guys don't like ever do anything together.
No.
We do like
We've talked about
philanthropy
it.
events.
Yeah, like that, we
Yeah.
definitely do. But we've talked about us, like, group stuff, but we've never done anything.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to add before we're done here?
Well, as you can see in the can run, we have our cans of Monster at the front
Yes.
table, because we are sponsored by Monster. It's another opportunity you can get.
Shout out
Monster. Shout out Monster.
Thank you, Monster Energy, for
We
giving.
got an offer from Red Bull as well, but we went with Monster. There's always, like, you can reach out to brands, they'll reach out to you, get that type of stuff. So we get a shipment of like 12 cases of Monster once a month, or is it twice a month?
I think it's
I think it's once a month. They bring a shipment of 12 cases of Monster. The shipment came with a mini fridge. You know,
A
so
very cool mini fridge.
it's a pretty cool mini fridge. We just have to, you know, post pictures of it and stuff to get there. We're basically doing free advertising. They give us free Monster.
Yeah, we get free Monster. It's cool. They show up with the big 2500 pickup truck.
You know, just come drop everything off. And
Yeah.
you see them on campus too. They give out free Monster. They drive that truck around and hand it out.
That was definitely part of the reason we chose Monster.
Yeah, because they already do it.
They have their presence on campus.
Yeah, so then we might as well have them just drop that stuff off and we post pictures of it and stuff.
Yeah, and when the first time we got it, it was around the time of Rush.
Yeah.
Like, so we all
Oh,
had
yeah, I
pictures
remember
and stuff
that.
for the photos, which was really cool. And they loved it.
Would you guys do a Rush shirt with Monster? Like have like a Monster thing on the back?
We have talked about it. We tried to get them to sponsor an event, and I think that might happen at some point. When they give us like a 10, we give out Monster and stuff, you know, kind of get Monster to be associated with Cortland since they're associated with us already.
They talked about doing a merch to us too.
Yeah, so we can do an ASIG and Monster collab, which I think would be really cool.
Because one of the sororities here is sponsored by Poppy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's
I
AFI.
think it's AFI.
I think so.
Yeah, I think they're sponsored by Poppy.
There's another sorority sponsored by another drink company. I can't remember what it is.
Might be like Olipop or
I think
something.
something
One of the
like
other
that. It
like.
might be DeFi or SDT.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's pretty common.
it's a cool opportunity for you guys.
No, it's awesome.
I mean, I love it personally.
Yeah.
All right, is there anything else you guys would like to say before we're done here?
Rush ASIG.
Yeah.
All right, and that's it.